How's everybody doing out there? It's been a roller coaster ride, gotta say. Gotta get my head back in the game now. Let's see, who was first? Stereo Decor. Hey, techno and electro people. Yes, indeed. Jen Kalinowski, Josh Holiday, Acid Bat, Jean-Paul Bondi. Who you calling a nerd? Luminous Cloud is back. Pocket Reality. Electro. Actually, my brain wasn't really in electro today. I've been like thinking of other things. Who knows? Beats is here. What's up? Marco Freudenberg. Heidi Ho. Lee Sperry. Did I get that right? Rare chance to watch this live. Welcome. Glad to have you. We are alive. We are moving forward. Jean-Paul's having his first cup of coffee. Yeah, it's early for you, right? West Coast. I need another coffee. Well then, I'm going to try to rouse from my slumber, as it feels like today. I've been zoning out. Let's see if we can get back into it. Welcome, everybody. It's another Selway's Techno Saturdays here in New York at 343 Labs. And yeah, I took a little break off last Saturday. And this whole week, you know, I don't talk politics and world affairs on this show. This is all about music. But of course, what goes on in the world does affect how we feel when we're being creative. And, you know, just without being specific, not the greatest week for many of us, myself included. So anyway, I was trying to decide, like, what am I going to do today? I'm not really feeling it. You know, I'm not really feeling like doing this today, but I'm here because I promised I would be. And actually, sometimes just doing it anyway helps you move forward. So I'm like, am I going to do something aggressive? Am I going to do something chill? Am I going to do techno? Am I going to do electro? Hey, doesn't matter really. We're here. We're hanging out. We're making music. And that is what's important to me right now. So yeah, just before we go on, I'll do my due diligence to remind everybody that 343 Labs is a music production school. And, you know, we have a really nice community here in New York, and it's been growing, and our one-year program has been really like building and seeing that develop, and, you know, overseeing the build out of our new space, which I'm still getting the streaming and the video set up in the new space. I'm looking forward to doing some stuff down there too in our nice new studio. But anyway, yeah, we've got our one-year program going on. We have all our individual courses you can take here in New York, in Berlin, and online. And you know where to look to find out more about that. You've got those links you can click on. And we have all our events that we do, like master classes and things like that, public events here. People can come in the evenings and hang out and get feedback on their music, or check out an artist doing a master class or stuff like that. And we have our chop shop, right? Every month, Dane does his kind of more bass and hip hop, but other styles of music, actually, it's like another sample challenge. And speaking of sample challenges, I've been doing my Auto Freak thing here. We had our feedback session a couple of weeks ago with Angel and Maria. That was a real treat. And so many great submissions. And it's taken a little while. Apologies to all of you who are waiting to find out what goes on with this. I've been posting in the Discord, which if you don't belong to, you should jump in there. The link is below. And trying to get organized. We talked about doing some kind of vote. I was hoping to get it going sooner, right? But I think we have most of the tracks. The guys from 343 Labs, Sultany, and I hopefully he can help me get a web page up with the playback, the stream all the tracks in one place, and so that you guys can submit your voice, vote on your favorites, and then once that gets done, we'll finally announce the winners, and I'm going to figure out what the release plan is going to be. So keep posted for that. Thanks for your patience, and there'll be more news about that. Again, just keep your eye on the Discord Selway feedback channel, and I'll be posting in there periodically about where we're at. Anyway, yeah, just to say again, so many amazing submissions. I was really happy to hear a lot, you know, whether you're like going to be on the winning end of the spectrum or you're still working on things, there were a lot of good ideas. So I'm really happy that the community is there and you guys are excited about doing this stuff. And yeah, just all around happy about it. So thanks to all of you. Hey, Bill, glad you're here. Welcome. Marco Freudenberg says, good things take time. I agree. You know, there's no need to rush this, I would say also. I'm not like on a production schedule for a record label where there's a release date and I've got to submit everything to the distributor by a certain time. We can just, there's no pressure, right? Let's just do it in a good way that works for everybody. Nice. What's this, Josh? Josh says this helped me get through the week. Much appreciated. I appreciate that. Very good. And Jean-Paul is saying he played drums for 6 hours last night. Percussive therapy. Yeah, banging on things can help. I was trying to decide today what kind of style to do, something harder, to do something more mellow or relaxing. And honestly, even before I hit stream today, I was just sitting here kind of just in a zone and thinking about what I was going to do. Yeah, I'm kind of mixed up. So let's just see what happens. I mean, I don't have a fixed agenda today. Let's just hang out and, listen to some beats, make some weird noises. But I am leaning techno today. Just to, I already put a 909.4 on the floor kick drum in live. That's all I have. Actually, let me see. This is going to take a minute. I was thinking about setting this up earlier, but do I have? I'm going to add. What happens if I do this? Oh, yeah. Do you see behind me? There's this kind of background. Hello, there's my big blue hand over there. But yeah, I have my my old my old Juno 106 hooked up here, running through the mixer, and I don't even know if you could. I don't think you could hear that. The audio is not routed through, but I was playing around with like distorting this and making kind of like an analog kick drum and making dirty noises with it. I don't know. That's a maybe there. What do you guys think? What should we do? Who's new in the chat here? Welcome, everybody. Let me get over to my over-shoulder shot here. And who else is jumping here? Jaja 9000. Hello, Electro Superhumans. Yes, I'm not feeling very super today, but yes, we can all just say that and try to be positive. And Marco's asking me if I'm in my studio or in the 343 Labs studio. So I'm at 343 Labs, and hey, that's not supposed to be there. I'm at 343 Labs in what we call the content studio. It's kind of a multi-purpose. We do private lessons in here. I keep all the video, most of the video equipment in here, and this is where I do my live stream from every Saturday. Back when we started this, it was during lockdown, and I had a setup at home. I don't have a studio at home. I don't have my own personal studio. I have the content studio here. Some of my gear is here, and it's a comfortable setup. Sounds pretty decent. And then we have our brand new studio in our second space, 2 floors down, that's larger and better and has really nice midfield monitors, and it's acoustically treated really well, and it sounds amazing. Definitely enjoy working in there. I've done some recording in there too on some projects, and yeah, we're kind of upping our game here, right? So yeah, I'm in a 343 Lab studio, to answer your question in short. And hey, Data Rebel, nice to have you. DJ Emo, welcome. May the force be with you as well. I'm going to stop talking. Let's just do something. Let's see where my mood takes things. And like I said, I've only got a 909 kick drum going on. And that's as far as I got before I was like, I'm not sure what I feel like doing today. But yeah, I've got 140 BPM. I've got a 909 kick drum. And I was just getting into maybe like, what if I add some other... Right, and I'm for once, I'm not using the live. Usually, I just throw in the whatever default 909 sample instruments there are in live. But here's the Roland Cloud, the actual official Roland 909 plugin. So, yeah, why not? Little punchy. Little clicky. Now what? Right? That's where I'm at. I'm like, this is what. Did you ever feel stuck? I feel stuck today. Now I feel stuck in front of a bunch of. It's in public. Someone. Let's see. I was just playing with the drum sounds. I mean, I like the idea of just doing a tom like that, doing a little old school thing. Let's see what that does. So simple. Oops, wrong note. See, that's how not with it I am today. There we go. There it is. I usually build up my drums on separate tracks, but I guess we're stuck within this one plugin for now. I can always break out to the outputs later. I think I like it tighter. What's that? Hey, hey, Anthony Rother, nice to have you. Sorry, it's not an electro day today. I'm kind of just improvising and trying to get back into the swing of things today. And anyway, we're keeping it straight in techno. But I don't know. Maybe you'll be here and you'll influence me. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve today. I'm feeling what I'm feeling on this crazy week. What was this? DJ Emo said, if the kids would just stop playing the tracks 10 to 20 beats PM faster than they should be, they might find a groove. See, now, I feel that. I don't mind it fast. And actually, I started here at 140 beats per minute. I mean, I feel like that's fast enough. You can still have a groove with this. I'm guessing you're thinking it should be slower. I'm going to stick with this 140 right now. Not too crazy. Right. All right. I appreciate that, Anthony. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm just going to build up this beat and see what happens. Maybe throw some effects on it. I'm feeling it. That's like a little bit old school Joey Beltram kind of feel right now, which I like that. That's an okay start, but let's do this a little more crunchy, a little more dirty. I'm gonna throw. Usually I put a drum bus on that when I'm working with live, but let's throw a roar on there and get a little bit rough. Too much. Play around with some of these other types of distortion. Nah. Not feeling it. I'll keep it simple. All right, let's do... I'm going to throw a clap in there. I'm already feeling the limitations of having everything on one stereo bus right now. I want to just start putting individual effects on each of these sounds rather than being tying to that. See, I've already made a problem for myself today. Let me see if I can figure out how to separate these outputs on this thing. Honestly, I've never really used this plugin before. So, all right, that's the sequencer. I'm not using the internal sequencer. I'm using I'm using Live's MIDI to program this thing. Sub outputs. I'm guessing that's what that is. All right, so let's see if that's coming up in Live's audio tracks here. I should be able to choose audio from 909, and there it is. But how do I assign it? Do you have to turn it on? There you go. That's what I want. All right, we got our closed hi-hat. We got the low tom, we got the clap, and now I can turn them on the sub-outs. Much better. All right, this is going to start sounding a little bit better, hopefully. Okay. I'm gonna forget about the roar and just use the drum bus because it's just sort of more straight ahead what I wanted. There we go. Wow, that's a ton of sub. That's crazy. It definitely sounds different than the samples in live. A little overdone here. What are you guys feeling? It's harder with the mouse, Givor says. I agree with that. Half God, Half Beast is reminding that we can flip the panel and get extra parameters for each sound. Hey, where is that? That's a good idea. Where is that you're talking about? All right. Oh, I see what the problem is. There's the sub output. Flipping the panel. You're talking about this stuff. Right. But you've got gain and panning in the internal mixer. That's true. But I'm separating them on the outputs now. So that is not as relevant. Since I'm not doing, I know this has like, you can overdrive internally, which is cool. I'm doing it externally with the drum bus now. I feel like this week I lost some like IQ points or something. Like I'm still reeling. As soon as I start adding effects to this, I think I'm going to start liking it better. Just do some stuff and not talk a little bit. I feel like I need to get into the zone and just listen. Distortion? I don't care. Crunch up that clap a little bit. I'm gonna put a vocoder on it too. Let's just be ridiculous today. Ow. Too much. No rules today, just do whatever. Not think about it too much. Okay, it's a groove. It's something. All right, let's take a pause for a second. That's going to be my first layer. I'm not going to dwell on that too much. Let's just do it and move forward. I feel like that's kind of a good way to handle things right now. Just keep moving forward. Jaja 9000 says pan the tom a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm not even thinking about mixing. I'm just like trying to catch a vibe here. You're right though. Having some stereo would be helpful. I know there's some stereo on that delay on the hi-hat, but it's something. Who else has dropped here in the chat? We've got DJ Chris Miller, hello. Half God, Half Beast is here. And who else? Actually, I think that's everybody. The clap should come in not so often, Marco said. All right. I hear you. Let's do that. Let's duplicate this and then have it not come in so often. Hey, now. Let's try that again. Not all of them, just the clap. Okay. Let's do some different drums, some non-909 drums. Oh, I just realized I was thinking maybe the Roland 808 or 606, but I didn't install those yet. So we'll just use the typical samples that we have here. Let's do 606 for once. Why not? Super simple. 16th notes. All right. What can I do to this? I can tune it. I can distort it. I can put a flanger on it. Definitely leaning old school today. It's like, for me, producing like this is like comfort techno. It's the way I've always done it. It's nothing new, but it feels good. All right, let's pan some things. You said it. Is that better now, having the tom panned a little bit? Whoever was saying that before? Mr. T is here. It's all right. Silver Knobs is here. It's okay that you're late. I feel like I'm not here yet. Okay. I got a hi-hat in there. What else can we add? Do we want it on the 2 and the 4? I really like the sound of a distorted 606. How about you? This has definitely got Beltram vibes. I'm sorry, it just happened. This is reminding me of some mid-90s Beltram. Okay, Martin Crockett. Hey, what's up? Feeling mono sequencer with odd numbers of notes for a bass or a lead? Not a bad idea. You know, I like to use mono sequencer. I've used it a million times. So let's follow Martin's lead and use the mono sequencer or just some kind of sequencer. But what kind of sound? What kind of sound do we want? Is that even in here? I don't even have, oh, there it is. There's the mono sequencer. Should we just keep it like sine waves? Something simple? Start with an operator? I mean, operator always works, right? Let's throw an operator in there. What do we say? If it doesn't work, we'll try something else. That's not terrible. But I'm going to make this 8 steps instead. No, that's not as good. We can do this. I'm going to try to randomize this a little bit more. have stuck with the first one. Do I even want to try a key or a mode? Let's see. Yeah, it's funny. That happens to me a lot where I'll like do some random thing and it'll be good and then I'll mess it up and then it'll be gone. All right, I'm getting all sorts of suggestions here in the chat. You guys are saying a 303 type sound. Ite's recommending some other new sequencers. Saza, hey, welcome Saza. Want some piano chords? Not sure I want the piano chords. And Givor is asking for advice on using the sequencer. So, I mean, yeah, I'm just using it in a really simple way. But, Mono Sequencer is an older Max for Live device. I don't even think it's being updated anymore. It's what I would say, Ableton would say it's depreciated probably, but I still have it around and it's good. There's other probably more interesting maybe sequencers, but I always somehow come back to this one because it's just so straightforward. But here, let's just try this again. And put it back to its default here. I'm also going to change the transport to sync, so that means it always starts on the first beat. So yeah, sometimes setting a rhythm first can be good, right? You can find a rhythm you like on one note and then change the melody, either deliberately up and down per step or randomizing. Let's see what happens. It can be interesting to do polymetric steps. And I put it in G and I put it in minor. So whatever notes are randomized were in that scale. I'm just gonna go with that. Let's see if we can shape the sound now. I'm gonna get rid of the clap for a second. It's funny. This is what I'm doing today. I've done this a million times, I feel like, or a bunch of times on the stream before. I'm not doing anything new. But like I said, this is comfort techno. That's what we're doing. We're just doing old school, solid, make a track and don't worry about it. I'm not trying too hard to be anything specific. I remember way back, Anthony, I remember you saying that you weren't really into FM synthesis that much. And here we are, using really simple FM synthesis. I don't remember why it was that you said that. I get it. It's not the most fun sometimes. It can be a little tricky, but I don't think it's too crazy, right? Anyway. I want this to be weirder. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just cool like that. Not feeling the pattern now. I'm going to have to maybe rethink this. I don't know. Now that I changed the sound a little bit, I'm like, it's not what I want. Maybe I want something more driving. More continuous rather than syncopated like this. This might not be one of my best streams, just to warn you. Thanks for putting up with me today. Nothing's hitting me today. Guys, got any ideas? I'm stuck. Let's just take a little break here. What time is it? Yeah, we're about halfway through. You know what's going on today, Selway's Techno Saturday. We're having a bit of an off week, apparently. Not the most exciting Saturday here today, but, you know, I told you up front at the beginning that it's been a little crazy. I'm just trying to get back into it. So, let's see. What are y'all talking about? Marco's saying, think such days are totally normal, and I do not know one person who hasn't such days. We are humans and not machines. I appreciate that. I am definitely feeling that today. Yaya says, maybe later a reverse melody. Givor saying, keep it. D-Man, hey, what's up? D-Man is saying acid. That's another way to go. Actually, I was thinking that earlier. Like, should I break out the 303 sounds? We'll see. And then Soft Money. Interesting. Yeah, that's funny. Funny name, Soft Money. One interesting thing to try with Operator is to use velocity to change the chorus tuning. Yes, that is something. I've done that. I like that trick. That's a good one. And Lee was saying the pattern was sounding good just before you stopped. Yeah, maybe I'm just being hard on myself. Maybe I should just take my own advice and let it be and move forward, right? So, and then we've got half guide, half pieces saying mod sequencer to filter and some res. Right. Yeah, it's some kind of movement in the sound. It's not that interesting a sound right now. It's just sort of plucking along. So let's just focus on this without the beat. I don't know. That's interesting, maybe. All right, so if we do some velocity to... All right, what were we saying? Oscillator to... All right, so it's not changing right now, but whatever the incoming level of the velocity is going to change the level of the oscillator there. So let's see what happens. It's going to take a while for this to sound good, I think. That's interesting. Like the kind of more pure bell-like kind of FM thing going on is maybe pleasing to my ears more right now than the other direction. Going into this kind of marimba-like acoustic percussion direction. Wow, that sound just changed drastically when I started. I'm not sure what just happened there. I'm sorry. trying to make it sound a little thicker. Let's do some effects. Maybe it's just too high. Maybe we need to go down. Now, one of the things that's happening is because we're using the velocity to the... There we go. We're using the velocity to the pitch of the oscillator, so it was getting a little too high. I wasn't really thinking about that. All right, this is getting more interesting now. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's getting more interesting. This might not fit with the beat at all. Did my camera freeze? Can you guys give me a... I just realized I was getting focused in on what this operator's doing, and it looks like my camera is stuck. Is that still the case? Shoot. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to do a be right back and try to fix it. Okay, seems like it's working again. Sorry about that. That was very distracting. All right, so where are we? I'm happier with what the sequence is doing now. Let's see if that even works with the drums. Better, right? Yeah, too much of that clap is annoying, right? I'm happier with this. I don't love it, but I'm happier with this compared to how we started. It's a little darker, a little crazier. Not crazy, but you know what I mean. A little more intense. There's got to be something I can do to enhance this, some kind of effect or... How does this sound a little bit more filtered? That's a way to go. Sounding a little more dark and hypnotic now with that sequence. I'm not sure about the drums anymore with this. I feel like it's good, but like the groove of the drums by themselves are a little more jacking, a little more energetic. And while I do like this pattern that's coming in, I'm not sure that it complements the beat that well. No worries though. Let's try to add another layer to this. What do we say? Melodic or percussive? Atmospheric? And I'm still keeping it simple. I'm not trying to do anything overly complicated. Atmospheric, atmocussive. yeah, 9000s, atmocussive. I'm kind of, I don't know, it might be a little bit of a cop-out, but I'm feeling some kind of a little chord stab in there. But not loud, just something in the background that's rhythmic. Let's just do it. I feel like this is definitely a situation where I shouldn't overthink. What should we do? Wavetable? Keep it simple. I'm just gonna see what happens. Right? I don't know. If I start doing chords like this, it's more Smith and Selway style. What's wrong with that? Okay. It's something. No. That's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I should do that with some like random or velocity or something so it's more sharp rather than sweeping up and down. Yeah, we could do that. not what I wanted either. What do we want? No, you know what? We don't want an LFO at all. Let's get rid of that. We want... Here, let's make this bigger. Let's make this bigger and look at what we've got. We can do random per note, maybe? Yeah, so the problem with that is that it is... I want to hear the whole chord with the velocity changing. I think the easiest way is to do velocity. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. All right, it's getting there. It's getting like, it's harmonic, it's rhythmic, it has atmosphere. I think that's kind of where I'm trying to go with this. All right, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then I could deviate those a little bit so they're slightly random. A little busy with the other thing, but I don't hate it. Trying a different transposition there. I think I might like it better without it. That remains to be seen. Like, does this do these two parts fit together? Sort of. Maybe if they're mixed right, maybe if I tweak the sound a little bit. And then this is real, I mean, this is real dry. I could put delays on it. Or just keep it simple, put a reverb on it. The crazy syncopation, isn't it? Where's the hybrid? Could be fun to go into these convolution reverbs and look for some interesting resonances or textures. That is just accidentally happily in the same key somehow. Wow, that's kind of nice. I'm okay with that. So I don't know how we got here, but here we are. In a very different place from where we started. Feel like that's my brain today. That's just what happened. You know what? Let's just hear this only with the kick drum. What happened? I'm not sure about where that chord hits with the kick drum. I mean, I guess it's okay with this. It makes sense with all the syncopated drums, but when you take the other drums out, it sounds not exactly right. So it kind of only works with this. Too much reverb. Okay. Again, still remains to be seen how well that works with this one. Kind of almost like two different tracks. Right. You guys are being way more positive about this than I am. I definitely, I came into this not being exactly sure what was going to happen today, just how I was feeling. And that's normal, right? We were saying that before. We all have our moments. But yeah, it's not too terrible. I've hardly gotten anything done today. What I got a beat, I got 2 synth parts. I definitely am capable of working faster, but I guess today, it is what it is. Who's saying too fast? Maybe it's a little fast. What does it sound like? What does it sound like a little, before we wrap this up, what does it sound like if I slow it down? A little groovier that way, right? Not sure about that reverb anymore that I put on there. It's a little too much low resonance. I'll figure that out. It is true that if you're doing something that's very fast, if you do a lot of syncopation like that, it can seem kind of cluttered. You got to be real careful. So, yeah, maybe that's something to think about. That whole thing where that works a little better. Before, when I had this by itself with the kick, it seemed a little disjointed. Now somehow it seems a little bit smoother. But all right, I think it's time to wrap it up for today. I don't want to fight too hard against how I'm feeling. And wow, looks like I'm having all sorts of technical issues today. My camera didn't work in the middle of it. I had to reset it. My brain isn't working. I think I have to reset the camera settings. I think that's what's going on here. That's why we're getting this weird splotch over my green screen here. Something with the lighting. Anyway, I appreciate everybody hanging in today and going along for this ride. And I'll say again, yeah, we're going to announce pretty soon. Well, I'm going to put up a link for the voting for the Auto Freak remixes, and we'll get moving on that. Also, I want to say that in December, we're going to do another partnership with 343 and Tronic Records, where Christian Smith and I do a longer form paid masterclass live stream. So that's going to be posted soon. There'll be some stuff in social media. We'll post about it here. 343 does a mail out. But yeah, we're going to do another ticketed masterclass. So those of you, I mean, the first one we did was a lot of fun. I think it went, barring some technical issues, it went really, really well. And I feel like a lot of people enjoyed it, and we had really good interaction. So keep an eye out for that. I'll let you guys know more about that when it's ready. And yeah, I'm going to let myself off the hook now. I appreciate, again, everybody joining me today after this crazy week. We got to get back into the swing of things. I got to get back into like making music more often and getting stuff done. So I appreciate all of you for being a part of the community. And again, thanks to everybody who submitted all those great remixes for the Auto Freak Challenge. And that's going to be it for today. Thanks again. Have a good one. See you next time. Adios.